Hey guys, Jeff here, and today we are going to tackle the last challenge lock from that pack that I got from Lockpicking Hippie. This is Making Tracks by Down Under Monkey. This one has been a particular pain for me, which is why it is the last one we're going to get to here. While some of the others have had a lot of feedback, you know, they're really talking to you. This one is a lot more subtle. I found that I really need to have light tension as I'm going through here. I have also found that more often than not, I get surprised by the open on this one. I think, I could be wrong, but I'm wondering if there's some overset traps on some of the key pins. It takes just the tiniest tap. I think it's on like pin 3 or pin 4. And rather unceremoniously, it will just, all of a sudden, I'm lifting up and it starts turning like I'm getting into a false set. Next thing I know, it's open. All right. Still think it might be a bad habit, but I still do it. Don't know if you can hear that. I can tell a few things are set, but not too many. Yeah, I gotta have really light tension on this, I feel like. Just work my way through. Anyone who's seen my post recently, there we go. Can you hear that? I can tell I'm getting more set now. Anyone who's seen my post recently to see that I'm working on that, what is it? The Federal Lock 98 Pro. That one is messing me up right now because it requires such heavy tension. All right, I got someone in a false set here. Every once in a while I get a little bit of clear indications like that. But it is definitely more rare. I'm picking this with the Reaper set from Covert Instruments. Mostly just bouncing back and forth between profile number 2 and profile number 3. Every once in a while, if I feel like I might need just a little bit more of a lift, I go to number 4. Let's check for set again. This lock in particular, I found that it's not uncommon for me to get through, especially with that little shake test that I do. I feel like I often have almost everyone set, and that there's just one. There we go, just had a little bit more of a false set. Really good rattle going on there, which tells me there's probably just one more. So this is where I gotta be really gentle to find the right one. Where are you? No, it's right in the middle of the lock. Let's switch back over to number 3. Where's my counter rotation? Unless it's just the pick on... That is the danger of this position for the tension wrench, is that sometimes the pick gets pushing on the tension wrench. And I think I might be getting counter rotation when it's really just those two interacting with each other. Where are we? That's a really good rattle. Which means there's just one left somewhere. Lightening up on my tension to try to see if that helps me out. You can see how much of a false set we have there. Interesting. It feels like there's somebody up front that's giving me counter rotation now. Number 1 or number 2, maybe? Let's try back with number 3 here. Maybe that's what I need to get higher set. Aw, I heard them. I heard them all dropping on me. Okay. Keep reminding myself. Easy on the tension. Yeah, I've got some set, but not where I was. I've definitely moved backwards on this. Yeah, I was definitely doing better with this lock, making good progress until I started working on that federal. I never realized how much one thing you're working on can change how you do things for the others. That right there, that is the rattle sound that I love. That's the one that tells me there's just one more. If I can find the right one. Yes! Whew! Got it. Alright, I have not yet gutted this. I want to. I really want to know what's inside because that has been driving me crazy. Alright, we've got the key for this. So let's actually use the key. And, oh man, I've got a screwdriver handy, but I don't know. That's not going to work. Let's try. Go with the EDC. That way I don't have to go digging. This is a multi-tool that lives with me when I'm dressed up. That way I still have the ability to do a little bit here and there. So that means that even when I don't have my little pocket locksmith with me, that this This guy gets most of my needs. It's got screwdrivers. It's got pliers. I mean, they're small, but sometimes that's all we need. All right, which size follower? That looks pretty good. All right, we learned our lesson from the South American lock. Come on. Come on. And we will shim this. As long as we can get a shim in. That was the problem with South American, wasn't it? So we couldn't fit a shim in. All right. And that key is not working as smooth as I'd like. Yikes. That was scary. Almost pulled it out. Not the way I wanted to. Oh, that fits in nicely. All right. I know most people don't do it this way, but this is the way that I prefer to go. Where are my key pins? Key pins are there. Here we go. All right. So, what do we have here? And you know that I will plan on... I will put a picture in here as well with what we're getting because I know it's hard to see. All right, standard on 1. Ooh, a little tapered on 2. Is that what you call that? And taper almost like a T-pin on 2. Three. Yeah, the ends of these key pins are almost making me think of like a barrel driver. Four looks like the same kind of thing. Oops, 6 jumped out. Stay in your place. And 5 looks almost like it's more serrated, whereas all the rest just seem to have kind of that barrel kind of idea. And, oh, that's extra interesting. Can you see how that catches in the light there? There's some over-milling there. I wonder if that's why I'm not getting as much. Oh, that's probably it. Why I have to lift them, but then I'm probably having to do little taps to finally get it up all the way to where it needs to be. All right. And this is where the real fun usually is, right? All right, 1. Keeping the right orientation. It is a spool. It is a really skinny spool, and it's got a really nice thin lip at the side that was presented. A really long spring. Holy cow. Is it? Okay, this requires... Oh, I had no idea. But we have a pin-in-pin for number 2. That is wicked. Yeah, I had no clue there was anything going on in there like that. All right, what's our spring for number 2? It's also so super long for the pin for number 2. Where's the spring? The spring's not coming out for number 2 for some reason. Ah, crap. All right. There's the spring for number 2. Number 3 looks to be... See, this is the type I never know. Do I want to call that super serrated? Or is it like a double spool? Alright, spring for number 3. Let's go from the back for the others because we are reaching way far in there. Number 6 is that just a spool? Oh, it's not just a spool. It kind of makes me think of the pellet pin from the Sparrow's munition set. Frick. Alright, at least the spring was easy to find. I think these springs... No, they're not all the same. I can see that's definitely a shorter spring on 2. It looks like wider springs there on number 1s. Oh, did it again. I always forget when I use the back end of this follower that it has that space in it. Oh wow, now that right there is the money. Can you see that? Of course, again, I'll have the pictures, but that thing has so much work on it. It's a longer pin. It's like a trampoline pin with some serratedness coming into play there. Like that. Down Under Monkey, you have done a fantastic job here. Okay, last pin. Really need more light in here. Of course, once I finally get far enough to see it. There we go. I heard it drop. There we go. That's a tiny little fella. Almost like a gin or something like that, I guess. I'm missing a spring. Well, like as I dropped it. Oh, there it is. It's in the back. Glad I didn't lose it. So there we go. That is Making Tracks by Down Under Monkey. It also has that phenomenal engraving across the side, the top, and he included it on the key as well. By the way, that is the bidding. Again, I will have had the picture shown up here of these fantastic pins by Down Under Monkey. Whew. That means I've come to the end of the challenge locks from Lockpicking Hippie. So I'm going to need to find someone to send these off to who hasn't had them yet. In addition to the fact that this makes me excited. It's been too long since I've had a chance to pick challenge locks, and it makes me think it's been a fair bit since I've made a challenge lock. I think it's time to make one again myself. So, one more time, thank you to Lockpicking Hippie for all of the challenge locks. Fantastic work, Down Under Monkey. And with that, I'll talk to you all later.